Hello and welcome to Paper Plays Julie K.
Welcome everyone, and thank you so much for stopping by to check out my latest video. And today I have a project share to share with you guys. Recently in my stash I've been cleaning and organizing some things, and I came across a box that I had forgotten about. And it was a box that was used for greeting cards that someone else gifted me, and they actually had held the cover together. There was tape on it. And I will insert a picture of what the box looked like beforehand. And again, it was used, or it was bought with greeting cards in it. And so I did take the tape off the cover and take the cover off. And I decided to go ahead and repurpose the box to make a little organizational box on the bottom. And then the cover I'm going to just collage over both sides. And I think I'm going to use it as a writing board. In my journal, sometimes you need like a stiff board underneath your pages, and so I thought I could repurpose the cover for that purpose. And like I said, it's a really nice stiff box. It actually reminded me of cigar boxes. But I did decide to, like I said, alter it, and since it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, October here, I did choose a paper collection that had pink in it. I did decide to go a little bit more of the vintage route. So I did choose this Floral Romance paper pad by Kaiser Craft, and so I used some paper from there, and that was kind of my starting point or my base of inspiration for this month's project. And I'll just kind of show you guys kind of all kind of different views of this box. And so I did start off with, and you only see little highlights of it, I did start off just painting the edges of my box with some chalk paint. It was a plaster color by Waverly, and I still have it sitting on my desk. So I'll show you guys that. Just because I knew my paper, just because it was kind of angled right here, I knew it was going to be tough to cover that the way I wanted to with paper. So I thought it was easier just to paint a little bit on the edges. And I layered the paper on there. I glued that down. And you can see I also added some of the little corner feet. And they were like Tim Holtz feet, I believe. And I did paint them again with a chalk paint. And then I lightly went over it with some pink ink, which I don't think is going to show up on the camera very well. But it's very light, just to kind of highlight the intricate design on the feet. And you can see I added some of the paper collection on the sides, and also kind of inked the edges just with that light pink color also. And then from there, what I did is I ended up adding some of this beautiful tool trim that I got from my friend Kim at Angel Dreams Crafts Kim on Etsy. And from there, then I added this little rope trim. And you can see part of the rope trim, there was just this kind of twill. It's attached to this little twill, I don't know what you want to call it, ribbon. It just sewed onto there. So I put that on the inside just to clean up the edges on the inside. But I did leave the rope part on the top of it. And then also to clean up the edges on this side, once I glued down this trim, I did add this gorgeous little like bead rosette trim. And I purchased that a long time ago at Hobby Lobby. So I added that. And then I decided to go ahead and add little flowers in the corner. And I believe I purchased these from Julie at Craft Supplies for You. I buy a lot of my flowers from her, and these also came from her store also. And I added some little stamens that I kind of bunched up and put in each of the things of the flowers. And then my last little item that I did, well, and I also added just some flat back pearls right here in the corners on the inside. Again, that was just kind of to clean up my edges. I just like to make everything look nice and neat and clean, so I always try to figure out how to like cover things up when I glue things in. And then the last item that I added for some decoration is this beautiful little beaded applique, and this came from, I bought this one from, either I got it from Julie's store at Craft Supply for You, or I picked it up at Kim's store, Angel Dreams Crafts Kim, because I know they both have sold this in the past. So I picked that up from one of those lovely ladies. And that is my kind of completed little organizational box. So I know you guys are probably wondering what I'm going to use this box for organizing. And I had, you know, lots of different ideas. Of course, you could just use it to put like your little snippets in there on your craft desk as you're using things and have leftovers. I also thought it did fit perfectly, which for a 3x5 index cards. And I do like to alter index cards and use them in my journals. And I thought it would even be fun. I have quite a few journal cards that I've already made that I haven't ended up in journals, that I could organize them by theme. And then, you know, use some of these little alphabet cards and organize them. I probably would go ahead and add some more of this paper collection and decorate these up and put them in themes like shabby chic or floral, those kind of things, and have them already labeled. So like if I'm working on a journal and I'm like, ooh, I want something pink, I could go maybe to the pink section and look for that. Or if I'm looking for something with flowers, I can go to the flower section and see if I already have something pre-made. So that was one idea that I had. And besides the snippet idea. And then the other idea is I do make some of these little like spool winder bobbin type chipboard things, and I use scrapbooking paper on them or leftover digitals, and I put them on chipboard. You know, I have a template that I keep on cutting out, and then I like to wrap around pretty laces on them. And I also decorate the tops with flowers from my stash. And so I did think that, you know, I could use this for my, you know, some of the organization maybe of some of my favorite laces. Here's a couple of little smaller sized ones. You know, sometimes I hang little charms from them. But then I always end up needing like something like this on someone's gift, so then I end up just taking it off. So some of them are missing their charms, but I think that's really cute too for that idea. So I just wanted to show you guys a couple of ideas in case you had broken boxes in your stash. Before you throw them out, you could, like I said, very easily add, you know, make a little organization box like this. And if you don't have the fun little feet, you can always add like little spools, like thread spools on the bottom, or you can buy little certain types of like flat beads work on the bottom for feet. There's all sorts of things you can add to the bottoms to make feet if you don't have these types of feet, or you don't even have to add the feet on the bottom if you don't want to. Little blocks. I've used blocks before, like little kids blocks that I've painted. I've used those too for feet. So all sorts of different ideas, but I just thought you guys might enjoy seeing my little project. I will post a picture at the end of what it looks like head on, so you can kind of see what it looks like with the lace in it if you would like. Again, thank you everybody so much for watching. Have a wonderful day and happy crafting.